Okay, today you all, I am making lentil soup, which is another vegetarian dish, but anybody can eat it. So here's my empty pot, and I am getting ready to put my olive oil, okay, and then I'm going to put my butter. Okay, so now that I have all of that, my butter and my oil, olive oil, I'm going to let it melt. And so I have my ingredients already. And so here is my carrots. Then I have all my dry seasoning. I have my onions and my garlic. And here is my lentils. So I basically soaked my lentils overnight. So we're going to wait for this to melt for a little bit. Okay, now that you see the olive oil and the butter is hot and ready for my garlic, ready for my celery and my onion. Okay, so now I'm going to let this cook a little bit. My celery was frozen. I had chopped it up ahead of time and I froze it, which you can do that. You can chop up your seasonings ahead of time, like your celery, your bell pepper, your onions, garlic, all of that if you wish, so that your cooking can go a lot faster and your time, so that you do not have to cut up everything the day that you're going to prepare your dish. Okay, now that my celery and onion has cooked down a little bit, I'm going to add my carrots into the pot. Okay, and so now I'm going to mix up all this seasoning together along with my vegetable. So you want to make sure that you mix it up very well. So now I'm just going to let it cook and just kind of cook down a little bit more since I put the carrots in. Okay, now my onion, my celery and carrots have cooked down and kind of marinated together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the crushed the crushed tomato into the pot. Right now? It calls for quite a bit of crushed tomato. Then we're going to stir that a little bit together. Now, something I always do anytime I'm cooking with tomato like this, it helps cut down on your indigestion when you just add just a little bit of sugar. So now I'm going to let this cook a little bit, and I've already put my broth in my lentils. So what I'm going to do now is put my broth and my lentils in the pot. So yes, we've got to get all of the lentils out of the bowl and into the pot. Okay, that looks like a pretty full pot. Hopefully, I'm sure it will cook down. Now I'm going to put my dry seasoning in the pot. Okay, I've got to get it all out of the bowl. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm just going to stir it up very well. And we're just going to let it cook.
Don't put nothing in the soup.
So yes, it's just going to cook. I guess I just realized that the lens, the reason why it was a little cloudy is because of the smoke, the steam coming from the pot. So now after I've stirred it very well, I'm going to cover it. As you can see, all of the ingredients, it's all mixed together. And so I will cover it and just kind of let it let the lentils soften up. And I'm going to put the fire on medium. Okay, here is the pot, and now I'm going to remove the lid just to check on the pot to see how it's cooking, to see if the lentils, because keep in mind this is a soup, and so we want to see how the lentils are cooking and if they're soft, and we also want to see about the seasoning. And so now I'm going to let Matthew do the tasting to see about how much seasoning we either need or we could be just right on it.
So it tastes okay. It tastes like sweet, and I taste the tomatoes too.
Okay, so should we put any pepper in it, any more seasoning, salt? What do you think?
Probably it's. I don't taste any pepper at all.
All right. Do you taste seasoning?
I don't really taste the seasoning.
Okay.
You want to try it too?
Well, let me get some seasoning.
Okay.
And is the lentils cooked?
Is it cooked?
Yes. Is the lentils cooked? Did you taste the lentils?
No, it was just carrots.
Okay. Wash your spoon. I'm going to put some seasoning in it. And then you can determine what you think. Now, I'm pretty heavy-handed on the seasoning. So sometimes I have to really watch it because I like food that is very, very tasty. And so now I would like for you to taste it to determine if it's enough seasoning and if the lentils are cooked. Go ahead.
I gotta get
Let me get some lentils for you. Okay.
So, it's not cooked all the way through. It was a little hard.
Okay. How about the seasoning?
Seasoning's fine.
Okay. So now the lentils are not completely cooked yet. So I'm going to continue with the cooking process. Okay. So here is the finished product. As you can see, now it has cooked down. I'm going to turn the fire off. And now you can see the thickness of it. Yes. So what I'm going to do, there's that all right. So that is the finished product of lentil soup. That's that steam. All right. Hope you all try to make it, and I hope you enjoy.